Hey everyone, welcome back to Joliet English Stories. I'm excited to have you here. What does it mean to drive someone up the wall? The phrase, to drive someone up the wall, is a colloquial expression in English used to describe causing someone a great deal of annoyance or irritation. The origin and historical development of this idiom, like many others, is somewhat obscure, as idiomatic expressions often evolve in spoken language before being captured in written texts. Origin and history. 1. Early to mid-20th century. The phrase likely originated in the early to mid-20th century. The exact origins are unclear, but it seems to have become popular in everyday English around this time. 2. Imagery and evolution. The idiom uses vivid imagery. The idea is that someone is so annoyed or frustrated that they might as well be climbing the walls to escape their irritation. This kind of exaggerated, colorful language is typical of English idioms. 3. Usage of drive. The use of the word drive in this context is significant. In English, drive can mean to push or compel someone in a certain direction, both literally and figuratively. This term has been used in various expressions to convey the idea of pushing someone to a point of emotional response, such as drive someone crazy or drive someone mad. Meaning and use. Indicating extreme annoyance. When you say that someone or something is driving you up the wall, it means that it is causing you a lot of irritation or frustration. The phrase is often used to describe a persistent annoyance. Examples of usage. Here are 15 examples that illustrate the use of the phrase to drive someone up the wall in various scenarios. 1. Home life. The constant bickering between my children is driving me up the wall. 2. Workplace scenario. My boss keeps changing the project requirements, and it's driving me up the wall. 3. Neighborhood issue. The dog next door barks all night and it's driving me up the wall. 4. Technology frustration. My phone's battery dies so quickly, it drives me up the wall. 5. In a relationship. He always forgets our anniversary, which drives me up the wall. 6. Public transport. The delays on the subway each morning are driving me up the wall. 7. Shopping annoyance. Trying to find a parking spot at the mall on weekends drives me up the wall. 8. Cooking troubles. Following this complicated recipe is driving me up the wall. 9. Fitness challenges. The treadmill in the gym is always broken, and it's driving me up the wall. 10. Pet peeves. People who talk loudly on their phones in public places drive me up the wall. 11. At the movies. People who talk during the movie are driving me up the wall. 12. Music practice. Hearing my neighbor practice the same song on the violin every day is driving me up the wall. 13. Online issues. My slow internet connection is driving me up the wall, especially during video calls. 14. Household chores. The vacuum cleaner keeps getting clogged, which is driving me up the wall. 15. Social media. All the spam messages I receive on social media are driving me up the wall. These examples reflect a range of situations from daily life where someone might use this idiom to express their irritation or frustration. To all the visitors out there, we'd love to have you as part of our YouTube family. Hit subscribe and like to stay updated and support the channel. Thanks a bunch. Contemporary usage. Common in spoken and informal language. While the phrase is more informal, it's widely understood and used in various English-speaking regions. Often used for emphasis. People often use this idiom to emphasize the extent of their annoyance in a somewhat humorous or exaggerated way. Conclusion. Driving someone up the wall is a testament to the creativity of language and how it evolves to capture the human experience in colorful and relatable terms. Its exact origins may be unclear, but its meaning is well understood by English speakers as a vivid way of expressing significant annoyance. Story. The mysterious case of the wall-climbing neighbors. In the quaint town of Everwood, there was a young writer named Joliet who lived in a charming, slightly creaky apartment building. Joliet adored her little haven, except for one significant drawback: her upstairs neighbors. Each evening, as she sat down to immerse herself in her writing, a bizarre symphony of noises would commence from above. It sounded like a pack of elephants engaging in a tap dance duel. This nightly ritual was driving Joliet up the wall. Determined to preserve her peace of mind, Joliet tried various strategies. She donned noise-canceling headphones, played soothing background music, and even tried aligning her writing schedule with the quieter hours of the day. Alas, nothing seemed to work. The noises were incessant and curiously rhythmic, leaving Joliet to wonder if her neighbors were secret acrobats. One evening, pushed to her limit, Joliet resolved to uncover the truth. She ascended to the apartment above and knocked firmly on her neighbor's door. A young man named Lucas opened the door, looking as bewildered as she felt. "I must know, what are you doing up here every evening?" Joliet asked, barely concealing her frustration. Lucas smiled. "Ah, you've been hearing our rehearsals. We're preparing for a national tap dancing competition." Tap dancing. That was the last thing Joliet had expected. Noticing her astonishment, Lucas invited her in. The apartment had been transformed into a makeshift dance studio, where a small group was practicing intensely. Intrigued, Joliet watched them. Her irritation slowly transformed into admiration. She shared how the noise was impacting her writing. Lucas immediately expressed regret, having not realized the disturbance they were causing. "We'll find a solution to this," Lucas assured her. True to his word, the next day, Lucas and his team set about soundproofing their studio. Joliet was deeply appreciative of their efforts. In return, she offered to assist them with promoting their competition using her writing skills. A strong bond formed between Joliet and the tap dancing team. The annoying noises ceased to be a bother, evolving instead into the rhythm of a newfound friendship. Joliet discovered a profound lesson. What drives us up the wall can sometimes lead to the most surprising and enriching connections. Thus, the mysterious case of the wall-climbing neighbors was resolved not through conflict, but through understanding and mutual support. Joliet's evenings once yearning for silence, were now occasionally filled with the soft, distant sounds of tap dancing. A gentle reminder that even the most irritating situations can blossom into harmonious friendships. If you find value in what you see, make sure to subscribe for more. And for those who've been with us, liking this video would be a great way to show your support.